everybody a badge, and it's usually mostly everybody is just as bronze size shot, except for this guy and this guy. I think. Okay, he is Deadeye. That's all I really changed. The only two we played were Rockets and the Spurs, and I simmed these. Let's go up a little bit, because 82 games is a lot, so eventually I'll be skipping some of them.
On the floor for the visiting team, at shooting guard, let's meet.
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome. Hey Doris, at what point in the year coaching staffs really starting to optimize their rosters?
Well, B.A., I think one of the fascinating things is after about 20 games, what teams do analytically is they're going to evaluate what are their best 2-man, 3-man, 4-man, and 5-man units. What are their plus minuses? What combinations work and don't work together? The fascinating piece is over the grind of an NBA season, there's always challenges. An injury that's poorly timed, or perhaps a trade at the deadline. So many things go into optimizing your roster.
Here's the starting group for Cincinnati. Here's Ivy. There's the block. For the finish. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
So it's Detroit now. After the basket by Cincinnati. Here's Harris. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Don't sleep on the size of Tobias Harris. He's not afraid to bang and bump down there.
Tobias Harris.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And though they've had a lot of high draft picks, Grant, the Pistons are still fitting everything together.
Yeah, and we've seen plenty of rebuilding teams go through struggles. And then suddenly everything clicks. But you have to have experience mixed in with the youth.
Ivy outside. Thompson outside. Harris on the wing. Coming off a 12-point game. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last.
To the away team.
For Cincinnati, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And here's Cunningham. 23 points his last outing. To the inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Away team ball.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Lambier. Blocked!
Yeah, anytime you put the ball up near Duren, there's a chance it ends up back in your face.
On defense, the Pistons. 4-point game. Clock at 6.
Using all of his 7-foot wingspan effectively, Cunningham stays on the shooter.
Here's Ivy. It's rebounded by Lambier.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Collins against Duren. Fires from deep. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
He is... is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
And he takes the feet in stride and slams it home.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, PA.
Hey, a little exclamation point. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Back to Ivy. Down low. Here's Cunningham. Tries again. And it's finished off by Thompson as he lays it in.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
To the paint. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Cunningham. Thompson with a screen. And it's Cunningham missing.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can bring it back to him in that same area.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Thompson's shot is off. And it's Cincinnati's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Lambier. Here's Marks from outside the arc. Thompson pulls it in. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Marks. Ivy defends. To the middle. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harris. Looking at the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been outstanding at creating offense through their defense.
This is a squad that will tax you for any mistake or loose ball. They know how to snatch the rock and run flat out to make sure they capitalize.
Pass to Lambier.
Right here.
They set the screen. Over Harris. Lambier, no good. Pistons trail by 9. And make no mistake, Kate Cunningham is the engine of this team, Graham.
Man, his vision and playmaking are crucial to the offense. Coach trusts him to make the right reads and set up his teammates. He has cut down on mistakes and is rounding into an elite point guard.
Pass to Lambier. Detroit with a rebound. Thompson outside. Here's Cunningham driving to the... basket. Soft touch off the glass.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
And here's Collins, covered by Duran, kept alive. Pass to Lambier. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Harris outside. The offensive rebound. Cunningham finds Ivy. Oh, a two-handed power slam.
Oh, one of the better attackers of the rim. Ivy will not be stopped.
He's watched by Cunningham. Pass to Marks. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 8, and this game, the first chance they've had to see Cincinnati.
Last season, they swept this team, although both were struggling throughout the year.
And Cincinnati has possession, following the score by Detroit.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Here's Ivy, a steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Here's Duran, unable to get that one. Collins with the defensive effort, inside, and stolen by Cunningham. Now here's Ivy. Going inside. Thompson outside. Cunningham on the wing. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Cunningham's got his second basket of the night.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
And he slams it in one-handed.
When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
And he lobs it up, and then it's Collins with the dunk.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Duran after the basket by Cincinnati. Ivy, right side. There's Cunningham with a 3. Cunningham can't get that one to fall.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
And so it's Detroit with it after the basket by Cincinnati. An easy 2 on the layup. Cunningham's got 6.
Yeah, strong player mentally. Cunningham showing the physical strength on that play.
Here's Marks. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jaden Ivey. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Cincinnati.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
Now here's Stewart. Right now averaging 5.5 a game.
First personal foul. Team second. Substitution for the away team.
Here's Holland.
Ferguson.
To the paint. And the dunk by Duran.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Sissoko. Covered by Schroeder. Drives to the hoop. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust.
By Cincinnati. Stewart outside. Outside Schroeder. Clock at 4. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, you have to at least honor the long ball from Dennis Schroeder. He is more than capable from that distance.
Duran with a rebound. Pistons trail by 9. Pass to Schroeder. 3-pointer. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now. Cincinnati has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Covered by Schroeder. Lets it go from 11. 1:02 left now in the first quarter. Out to the wing. Launches it. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now Schroeder. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Holland. Schroeder with it. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You can see Schroeder's shoot-first mentality. The defender overcommits. Nicely done.
And the Pistons making a change here. Cunningham. Here's Harris. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game.
Kick it out! Kick it out! They're coming!
Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball!
I didn't call for that.
Cincinnati has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Down low, it's going to be Harris and Duran. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. And it's Thompson in at the small forward. That's the group for Detroit right now. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Detroit.
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
You've also got to love the way they've been crashing the offensive glass. Multiple opportunities, not giving up on possessions. Beautiful.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
Pass to Lambier. He's watched by Cunningham. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Harris. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. And Collins with the slam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Duran, the pass to Harris. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
In so many ways, Harris can beat you. He has the size and skill to score from all three levels.
Covered by Schroeder. Collins a screen. And he's going for the oop here. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Harris outside. Pass to Ivy. Duran in the high post. And Collins with the big block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go.
Nice.
And here's Schroeder outside. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. They held a 12-point lead earlier this game following their win against the Rockets.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Well, they knew exactly how to approach that defense. They shot a fantastic percentage because they got quality looks.
Here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Collins with a screen on Schroeder. Covered by Schroeder. Shot clock at 6. Great open look there. 21 points in the game.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
.125 left in the second quarter. And here's the fast break. Jumps up, and he dunks it down.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Here we go. Time to get lined now for your Detroit Pistons.
Here we have the teams that really hustled for those second chance looks the last 10 games. Number 1, Detroit.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
For 3. Ferguson with a rebound.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Down low. Duran with a steal.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take, leaving him out there.
Third personal foul. 13 foul.
51 seconds left in the first half of this one. Now here's Schroeder. He's covered closely.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
I got yours.
Here's Chavez. And there it is for him. And now a 6-point Cincinnati lead.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Ivy outside. Pass to Thompson. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sinks. tray. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Cincinnati up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
It is a wonderful night for basketball and a wonderful time to get a quick, wonderful rundown of how the wonderful West looks early on in this wonderful season. Is that too many wonderfuls?
No, you're wonderful.
Looking at Cincinnati, they've looked okay early on, but it's going to take a lot of work to get this team to the next tier. Plenty of competition ahead of them and not much room for error.
Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
They've been too sloppy with the ball. Coaching staff cannot be happy with all the turnovers.
Tough to win when you can't hold on to the ball. Of course, it might help if they had the hands the size of Shaq.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And it's Detroit with the ball. It's a three-point game. Following this game, they host the Magic, and they'll be nearing the end of their 5-game homestand. On the court for Cincinnati. Cunningham outside. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Collins with a screen on Cunningham. Out to the right wing. Out to the right wing. Covered by Duren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. On Tuesday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that game against Memphis, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
And it's Cunningham missing. Cincinnati leading by 5. Here's Lampier. Offline with a 3. Pistons shooting 44%, a pretty decent clip. Thompson passes to Ivy. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, rocketing off the floor. Ivy using all of his athletic ability on the jam.
And at 6'10", Jalen Duren is an incredible athlete for his size.
Yeah, he's got a lot of bounce, which helps him as a rim protector, rebounder, and lob threat. Plus, he's...
Okay. See, I reached right here for this. It's right in front of me. And he hits this.
Got quick feet, and he's able to guard smaller guys on the floor.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he...
Yeah, we're down 8.
Collins with a screen on Cunningham. And he's going for the line. And then it's Collins with the dunk. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hops, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points. Cunningham and Ivy work together as the backcourt. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Klintman in at the power forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Jacks up a 3. Here's Chavez. Down it goes. Jam that one home.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't.
Who are you?
Doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Sent back, and they'll get another chance. To the right side. Rebounded by Klintman. The Pistons lead by 4. And here's Hardaway. Pass to Cunningham. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Chavez has got rebound number 7 tonight. On the take. He makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Here's Cunningham. Nice touch by Cunningham inside.
Yeah, he's very quick on his feet. You can see it when Cunningham's moving through the defense on his drives.
And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 8 rebounds in the game. No good that time. Cincinnati has gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the fourth. Rebound to...
I swear I'm past him and then they get a speed boost, bro. Wide open.
Detroit. Stewart's got 4 rebounds in the game. Detroit leading by 4. Here's Ivy. That one a little long.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
Collins outside. Collins with a screen on Stewart. Driving in.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play we just practiced time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Kicks it out to Cunningham. And again, the Pistons missing. Well, Cincinnati shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started.
I just love the ball movement.
Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Now here's Ivy, guarded closely. Outside Hardaway, picked by Stewart. Pulls it. Hardaway's shot is good. Hardaway's got 12 points in just the second half.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Collins, buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Dude, Collins is crazy. Like he's...
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Cunningham passes to Stewart. Back to Cunningham from behind the arc. The rebound by Marks. Marks has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. Pass to Collins. 6 to shoot. Collins with a screen on Cunningham. There's the steal.
And that's going to be his 5th, guys. One more and he's done.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Ivy. 13 feet out. It's hauled in by Cincinnati.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
To the inside. Lambier, no good.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Oh, Cade powers it in.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Pass to Lambier. To the paint. Count the basket and the foul. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Cincinnati.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
What about the defensive intensity they've had in this one? Jumping passing lanes, poking the ball away, just doing a great job creating chaos.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Ivy, left side, back to Cunningham. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Cunningham's got 38 points.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Offensive board. Lambier, second chance effort. Down low. 4 on the clock. Pass to Marks. The three. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point. Space the floor well enough. It's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. 37 points for him.
I didn't time that bad.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
To the middle. Hook loose. From deep three-point land. Collins with the rebound. Cincinnati has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the 4th. Collins with a screen on Cunningham. Inside. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Thompson passes to Harris. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he'll sit the rest of this one out.
One of the most underrated scorers in the NBA. Tobias Harris is a tough assignment. But the depth they have at that spot, they're more equipped than most teams to handle that kind of loss.
Sissoko, he's checked in for Junior. And that's good as he hits both shots.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
Pass to Lambier. They set the pick. And here's Collins. Here's Marks. He's watched by Cunningham. The 3 is up. Oh, he buried the 3. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Our fans, it stands and come on, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
27 seconds left to play in the fourth. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. Team 4. At the line for the away team.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. And here's Detroit. The 3 ball. Oh, he nails it. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
Rising to the occasion. More and more you can lean on Harris in these situations. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Shooting for the away team. Mark. At the line for 2.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
These are going in. He's not going to miss.
And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, what a performer this guy is. Game is on the line. He stands up and delivers.
Pass to Harris. There's the 3. And next from downtown.
During this final quarter, he's erupted from outside the arc. Just assume every 3 he takes now is going in.
Cincinnati calls timeout.
Dude. I mean, I have to go at that point.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Third personal foul. Shooting for the away team. Number 23. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's Cincinnati winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have 2 choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you.
Get 40. I gotta see why they keep sending me to the corner. Put these to 100. Also taking these off. So I can get them by myself. And the AI. Trailblazers. Play these guys. Oh, 2 teams up on here. Oh.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. And we got a special game for you tonight. This one part of the NBA Cup. Alongside Greg Anthony, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And tonight, we'll be joined by the man with his finger on the pulse of the NBA. No one better than Shams Charania. Shams, it is so great to have you courtside with us.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much talking basketball.
And some question marks for Zion Williamson and the Pelicans moving forward, Shams. What is your sense of how attached to Zion the Pelicans are right now?
The Pelicans learned last year that you can build around Zion Williamson. The struggle, though, is to keep him healthy. I'm told that the Pelicans are really happy about the way Zion Williamson showed last year that he can be on the court. And the Pelicans, I'm told, really believe in Zion Williamson. But there's really no way to find equal talent if they were to ever look to trade him. So the Pelicans have to wait it out and see how they can continue to compete in the West with Zion Williamson.
Quickly, do you think they have enough around him? Do you like the parts around Williamson?
I do. The biggest thing in New Orleans, though, is staying healthy. We see a healthy group, a healthy Zion Williamson for the entire run of the playoffs. That's what everyone, not only in New Orleans, but the basketball world wants.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. The guard set is Alvarado and McCollum. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5, patrolling the pace. Pass to Messi. Just 4 to shoot. McCollum. Collins grabs the miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
What a great move inside. That is incredible. Boom, he jams it straight down. And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I briefly spoke with Cincinnati's head coach. The first player that coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. You have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. And finish off by Collins.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. To the inside. Hooked away. Stolen by Collins. Now Cincinnati moving it up. And down it goes. Jamming that one home.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
There's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And it's Williamson missing. And here's Cincinnati. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Chavez. He's defended by Alvarado. Another shot. And he lays it up and in. Late June, NBA free agency is such a busy time for you, Shams. During the start of that hectic
Timeout.
Walk us through your game. What's your life like? I've asked you this before in previous times you've been out here with us, but do you get any sleep?
I'm up 24/7 because the great part about free agency, Kevin, is you never know when you might get that call, you might get that text, when a player has committed, when a player has decided to go to a specific NBA team. That is what I live for. That's what I know the fans live for, and I'm one of those fans, so I want to make sure I know as well, and I'm able to inform in an appropriate, timely, responsible, and fair way, and accurately. So for me, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to sleep. I try to make up for it later, but NBA free agency, trade deadline, draft, those are time periods when I know I have to be on. I might be getting a call now, Kevin, actually.
Well, wait, I was just going to ask you. We're doing this game. I'm looking at your phone. It's lighting up. You're looking down. You're looking at the game. You're talking to me. You're doing two things at once.
I have to be multitasking at all times, Kevin. You know that.
Oh, it's the best. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, McCollum wasting no time when he has a window.
He's guarded by McCollum. Pelicans pull it in. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
New Orleans moving the ball around. One-on-one fast break. Jams it with authority.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, to Zion, a little bit of contact is nothing. I'm not even sure he feels it.
He's defended by Alvarado. Here's Collins. It's deflected, and he recovers it. Pass to Chavez. There's a screen by Collins. Second shot opportunity. Chavez, no good. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 4. And this matchup with Cincinnati, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they'll be doing their best to establish superiority over this club, something they failed to do a year ago. Yeah, just a fantastic job to stay with the play and just not give an excellent effort on the offensive backboard.
Back to Lambier. It's stolen by Alvarado. Here's Messi. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The second chance effort. Goes in for the dunk.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring.
And timeout called by Willie Green. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Marks, he's checked in for Cincinnati. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Olynyk's checked in. And the Pelicans with possession here. 4-point game. Back to McCollum. It's rebounded by Cincinnati.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind the tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon. And here's McCollum for 3. Here's Messi. Collins grabs the miss. Collins Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Marks. He's guarded by McCollum. Softly drops in the floater. And now it's a 10-point Cincinnati lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
To the paint. Out of bounds. Cincinnati takes possession. Now that we're around the midway point of this NBA Cup stage, here's a look at how the standings are shaping up.
Yeah, it's been a really fun tournament to watch, especially when you see just how much the fans get into it. And we've still got a number of games to go.
Peyton, he's checked in from McCollum. Lambeer with a screen on Peyton. Shot, high post. Rebound by Olynyk.
I gotta put it to where I can see the contest to see if I'm just missing wide open or they say it's contested.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Yep, it counts. Williamson's got 8 points.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this league. They have been dominant in the paint.
Back to Peyton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And in last year's playoff shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is the result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix, but they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Williamson. Takes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Collins with it. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Here's Peyton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Cincinnati foul call. Number 23.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Boston.
2 minutes
Pass to
remaining.
Olynyk.
2 minutes.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Boston. Down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Yeah, for a big, Olynyk does a good job moving the ball. He can be counted on to make good passes.
And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Cincinnati now. 6-point lead. 1:37 left in the first. Here's Marks, and there's the drive, and that one is good.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Now here's McCollum. D right on him. Can't connect from short range.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Going inside.
Yeah. Oh my God, what is this game?
And it's blocked. Hard to...
You telling me a guy with a 31 speed can all of a sudden just start...
Get over that near 7-foot frame of Olynyk.
And Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length is very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
So for New Orleans right now,
They're coming.
back to Olynyk. And a dunk by Olynyk.
Olynyk doing his best brick wall impression, was still able to wiggle free for the score.
Williams, he's checked in for Monk. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Cincinnati.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the last few years, we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players. But with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects, and about 3/4 of the tradable picks thwarted by just 1/3 of the NBA's teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Pelicans trail by 20. McCollum outside. Looking to get it going. Rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for Cincinnati. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
McCollum passes to Olynyk. Inside 3 for Cincinnati.
And this is why coaches talk.
Latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the caps can do. How does that...
Second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron, and the amount of big contracts we're going to see because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. Major trades to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Wow. He's defended by Alvarado. And finish off Ray Collins.
Well, if you're going to let him...
4. Now, Alvarado. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Pass to Williamson. 5 to shoot. Nails the baby hook. Williamson's got 12 points in the game.
Well, once Zion is rolling, good luck stopping it.
With the drive. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense. Back
to Alvarado. It's rebounded by Cincinnati, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
Well, they did have some impressive numbers blocking shots, and I like their defensive game plan.
Here's Williamson, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul, second.
We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job, and those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of influx. Players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Boston's checked in, and so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Off the mark for the 4th time this game. He is 7 for 11 now. He's defended by Alvarado. Here's Lambier. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 4 rebounds in this game. 1:51 left in the first half of basketball. Down low. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
That's a good find from Zion, showing off his vision there.
Pass to Chavez. To the middle. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. 1:29 left to play here in the half. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And what a treat it was to have Sean stop by. He's definitely become part of the fabric of the NBA.
Yeah, and I'll say this. You won't meet a harder worker in terms of NBA coverage. Shams has amazing dedication to his craft.
Lambier against Williamson. Pass to Alvarado. New Orleans moving it around. That one falls. Alvarado's got his second bucket of the night. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. He's defended by Alvarado. Sinks the triple.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Pass to Williamson. It's tipped. Takes the three. And they get it back. The shot, no good. And so, with Cincinnati leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint. Oh, that joke was weak, but their play style is Diesel approved.
I wouldn't say the joke was weak, it just needed a capper. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
For that matchup with the Hornets, I know they're technically underdogs.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Hart.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. East End, the last few decades, we've seen the three become more and more necessary for offenses. Wondering if you think that's a good thing.
Well, it is, and teams not only understand the value of making a lot of three-point shots, but the threat of the three spreads out defenses and actually makes it easier for you to get shots at the rim. So the three is absolutely necessary to be a great offensive team in this league.
Quickly, is the arc too close? Should they move it, maneuver that a little bit?
Well, the skill level is really, really high. I like the suggestion of...
It's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Williamson with it. He's picked up by Collins. It is good.
That's just all Zion. Once he gets that close, he's zoned in on capitalizing no matter what.
Driving to the basket. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Pass to Misi. Now Williamson. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Beer's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season.
They've shown a tremendous ability to cash in on their opponent's mistakes, creating offense with their defense.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Here's Williamson. Pass to Misi.
Yeah, clearly, he had an established position there.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the screen. Here's Williamson. Offline from the high post. Cincinnati has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Cincinnati shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To halt the run, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And Stan Wall in New Orleans, you had a chance to coach Zion Williamson. Now, I've heard you talk about him before, but what's something special about Zion that maybe the average fan doesn't see?
Well, Kevin, that's a great question because I think what happens a lot of times with Zion, his athleticism is so exceptional that it's hard not to watch and focus on that. But Zion is both very, very smart and a very unselfish player. Nothing makes him happier than an assist to a teammate.
That's a terrific assessment. And that one's good, Williamson.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Pass to Collins. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 34.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Lambeer against Williamson. Inside. Lays it up off the glass. Williamson's got 25 points.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Collins up top. There's a screen by Collins. And the layup falls. Collins has got 4 points in the quarter.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
Down low. Stolen by Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Cincinnati.
Well, look, you have to be able to count on energy and effort every night, and they're showing a lot of it with those transition buckets.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Marks, he's checked in for Monk. To the inside. Marks. It's good. Marks has got 7 points in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. Back to Williamson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. A shot by Messi, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
For the 3. Pass to Chavez. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Cincinnati. Chavez has got his 7th rebound here tonight. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular? So we see Cincinnati get the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. And the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
You're 21. I'll give him badge upgrade for the 21. Just because it was a great one. Because if he's gonna be a shooter, I want this to be as high as possible. Plus we just won by 61. How far do we want to sim this? I hate playing that. We played that already. Let's play the second one of this. It's a lot of green. Of course, I had to say something. I lost. What?
On the floor for the visiting team. At center, Bell Powers. At power forward, Hakeem Lambeer. At the other forward position, Josh Chavez. At shooting guard, Ken, number 23. At the other guard position, Pierre, number 2. Let's get this started for your at the shooting guard.
Well, Graham, before ringing in the new year, we've got basketball to tend to. Can it be hard for players to stay focused?
Not really. I mean, these guys know they have a job to do. Maybe later they'll take part in all the festivities, but for now, it's all business.
Here's the starting group for Cincinnati. Pass to Wells. with the 10-footer. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron.
The first of many tonight. Both teams have legit offensive talent.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Here's Lambier. A deep three. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And here's Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim. About a minute into this first quarter. Defended by Jackson. Collins with a screen on Jackson to the paint. Pass to Chavez. 6 on the shot clock. Collins a screen. Puts up a 3. They get it back. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Jackson can't get it to go. Cincinnati has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. The rebound by Edey. For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Morant looking around. Gets the 3 ball to go.
As Ja gets more consistent from range, he becomes that much more dynamic. And that, let me just tell you, that's going to be bad news for the rest of this league.
Counted by Morant. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And there's the lob.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at spinning a double, which he sees a lot of, so once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Richard, for years, the Grizzlies' team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
And Cincinnati has possession, following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Pass to Chavez. 4-3. Nails it from 3.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
And here's Kennard. Back to Morant. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Pass to Chavez, and he jams it home with authority.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
So it's the Grizzlies now. It's a 3-point game. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
And they got to the line at a good clip. But couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
Leaving points at the free throw line can take the edge off of a team. You're playing physical, you're playing hard, and it's just not paying off.
The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. Doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
Got a hand on it. They recover it. Pass to Lambier. Collins a screen. Let's go with a 3. Tries yet again. Collins with a screen on Morant. And he lobs it off to the rim.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
And Morant drops them both. For Cincinnati, they've got half their attempts to go. 6 of 12. Pass to Collins. Collins with a screen on Morant. Takes it inside. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 6.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Shot from 12. Morant with the bucket. For Cincinnati, they've gotten 7 of 13 shots to drop. Collins with a screen on Morant. To the middle. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Give him 8 points now.
Intelligent basketball. Keep feeding the hot hand.
Rejected. And he gets it back. And that's out of bounds. Memphis.
I did not see that. What happened? Okay.
Will retain possession.
Coming onto the floor for the away team, number 1, Lonnie Marks.
Jackson, pass to Kennard. Clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And that one's good.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
Collins a screen. To the inside. It's stolen. Left side, Morant. Kennard on the wing. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Down low. Collins with the slam.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. The Grizzlies have got 8 out of 12 shots to fall. Kennard for 3. Buries it from 3. Kennard's got his second basket on the night.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And Morant clears the board.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Edie. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Collins left side. Counted by Morant. Fires high post. To the wing, right side. Marks. Sends it home from three-point land.
Draw them in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Pass to Edie.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
And Cincinnati making a change here. Monk's checked in.
Number 3, A.J. Monk.
Now Kennard. He's got 6.
Who's watching here?
Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Pounded by Morant.
Hey, right there.
Pass to Lambier. Here's Monk. And stolen by Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
It doesn't go for him.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. So both teams making some changes here. And so it's Memphis with it. Three-point lead. Second chance shot. Monk grabs the miss.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Pass to Lambier. Now here's Monk. Tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Pippen, he's checked in for Memphis. Cincinnati calls timeout. And here we have the top free throw shooters in the league right now. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Edey comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Kennard in for Pippen. Pass to Edey. Now Clark. Monk covers. Now here's Kennard. 10 points in his last outing. Aldama outside. Here's Morant. And it goes. As the official calls the foul. Count it. And he'll shoot one more at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
On the court for Cincinnati, they've got Junior, and it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Aldama outside to the inside. Morant. Edey. It's good on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Pass to Monk. Fires the 3. Clark grabs the board. And it's Morant with the ball for the Grizzlies. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Yes! The Morant 3!
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
Up top, Collins.
Switch.
Pounded by Morant. And that one drops for him. Give him 8.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Morant. 19 points in the game. Throw it down on the lob.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Ja Morant picks one up.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
Here's Marks. He's got 7. And there's the screen. There's the triple. Here's Collins. Gets the 3 to fall.
Looks like he's getting warmed up. Much better efficiency here in the second quarter.
Grizzlies lead by 4. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Look at Morant working the paint. Nice.
And if you're wondering what makes Josh so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
They get the rebound. Pass to Marks. 6 to shoot. The 3 is up. Lambier, no good. The Grizzlies have gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. Morant with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wish I played with more guys like him.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Pass to Edie. Kennard outside. Here's Wells. There's Jackson with the 3. No luck on that one.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Morant's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kennard for 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, "I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing."
They did a lot of winning, Allie.
Defenses have tried to figure out a way to stop Morant's drive, but his agility and strength ensures that he's always going to get a shot.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
And what a great first half he's had at the free throw line.
Well, Cincinnati's shooting a solid 47%. Such a wide open look. 20 points for him.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Pippen's checked in. Here's Wells, averaging around 6 a game. Pass to Pippen. And here's Jackson. Kennard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Jaren Jackson Jr. First personal foul. 13 foul. At the line for the away team, Chaka taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. And so it's Memphis with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. They just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them be much more careful.
Bad screen.
Because of that.
Take a wing.
Maybe being a little less aggressive.
And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
Well, you look at Collins. He's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Well, we'll just have to see. But I personally would love seeing him in the dunk contest.
So that's how things are currently looking for the dunk contest. But, of course, we'll update you with the latest news as we receive it.
And as this lineup starts to take shape, this event is only getting more and more exciting.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Well, Cincinnati's shooting 47% so far in the second. Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
He is the prototypical big man. He's defensive player of the year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Grizzlies lead by 4. It's deflected. And that'll be Memphis's ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. Aldama's checked in for Memphis.
Number 7, Santi Aldama.
There's 1:40 left to play in the second quarter. Kennard outside. No good on the 3.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's the 3. And the basket by Aldama. Aldama's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
1:05 left in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Lambier. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Memphis making a switch here. Clark's checked in. He hits the second from the line. And 1:01 left in the second. Now Kennard. 15 points in the game. Inside, here's Aldama, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. From the arc. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Well, Cincinnati's shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Pass to Lambier. Here's Chavez. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Kennard for 3. And another 3 from Memphis.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his...
Dude.
Confidence.
And of course it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Definitely some explosive guys on this list, but there's plenty of time out there for someone to grab this spot. Maybe even Elevator Ernie.
Yeah, that 50-inch vertical don't lie.
Neither did those shorts.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for Cincinnati.
They're getting destroyed inside. I'm pretty sure even Kenny could get a layup on them right now.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Let's get you back to the action on the floor as the New Year's Eve festivities continue. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Wells in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Morant. Ooh, he's looking good tonight. He's drilled 9 of 15 so far.
closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
It's good.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Kennard passes to Morant from the left block. Here's Edie. And great assist by Morant as that one goes. Edie's got 12 points.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's Lambier, hounded by Morant. Shot clock at 6. Drops in the layup for 2.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Pass to Edie. Jackson outside. Collins with the rebound. For Cincinnati, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Offensive board. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit. 11 points in the game.
And an excellent start to the second half. Only missed 1 shot in their first 5.
Kennard passes to Morant. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. Here we go. And all around the rim that time before dropping. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
For Cincinnati, they've got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Lambier. To the inside. Fires for 3. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
Timeout called. Memphis. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course.
Okay. They want me to go.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. To the wing on the left. Pass to Morant. Five to shoot. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Here's Chavez. And they pick up 2. And now just a 2-point Memphis lead.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Wells. Jackson, right side. Outside Morant. To stop the drought. Count that one. Morant's got 28.
Can't lay off of Morant. When he's roaming around that mid-range area, you know he's ready to lock in.
Collins with a screen on Morant. Puts it up from the high post. Goes back up. Oh, a nice shot by Collins. Collins has got 12.
They're really working the paint now.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Outside Morant. To the left wing. Here's Wells. No good with the triple.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Memphis leading. Pass to Kennard. Now here's Jackson to the middle. Here's Morant. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 30.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Now here's Kennard. 21 points in the game. Pass to Morant. Three-pointer. Right wing. Here's Wells. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 7.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Inside. And stolen by Jackson. Morant, the pass to Kennard. There's Jackson with the 3. And another 3 from Memphis. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Pass to Lambier. Over Morant. To the left side wing. Fires the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Edey's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now here's Morant. He's closely guarded. Up top, Kennard. From downtown, Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Defended by Jackson. Pass to Lambier. And the layup is good off the glass. Lambier's got 10 points in the quarter.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Kennard outside. Takes a 13-footer. Jackson can't get it to go.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Down low. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to Edey. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw misses. Aldama's checked in for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
On the court for Cincinnati. They've got Williams. And it's Monk in at the 4. Pounded by Morant. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Watch the screen.
Launches a 3. Monk grabs the miss. Monk's got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. And stolen by Morant. Kennard with it. Now guarded by Junior. Kennard outside. Here's Pippen. Clark outside. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Morant. The layup off target. For Cincinnati, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this 4th. Knocked loose.
Even though he's undersized, he's making an impact on the glass, looking fearless right now. You can see the change in approach from him since the break. He's been a minute after being held scoreless in the first half.
Pass to Marks. Lets the 3 fly. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Pippen.
Switch.
Kennard on the wing.
Watch the pick.
Here's Pippen. Over Junior. Pippen, no good.
I've been in this position. Your team is up. You want to drive in the dagger. He may be a little overeager.
There's a screen. Here's Marks. And once again, off the mark by Cincinnati.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
Now here's Moran. Defense right on him. Here's Aldama. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got assist number 8 now on the night. Pounded by Moran. Counted. And he's got 28 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just
disappearing
like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Timeout, Grizzlies. So let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Head coach of the Grizzlies had some words for his team over the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Morant doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
Both good from the line that time. Cincinnati has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Memphis leading by 4. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. Back to Kennard. Jackson finds Kennard. And here's Morant. The 3. That one is off.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Kennard can't get it to go. For Cincinnati, they've gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. That ties the game.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating crunch.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
Pass to Lambier. Defended by Jackson. Memphis with a rebound. Edey's got rebound number 11. Outside Morant. To the paint. Here's Wells. To end the run. And the layup is good.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well. Cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Pass to Chavez. Here's Lambier. Over to the wing. 4 on the clock. From the elbow. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's blocked by Collins. And he recovers it. Wells misses. Cincinnati has gone 3 of 7 from the perimeter during the fourth. Here's Chavez. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies shooting right below 40% here in the fourth. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defense, he forces them to foul him.
And Morant drops them both. Well, Cincinnati shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Collins outside. Pass to Lambier. Pounded by Morant. Driving inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Memphis leading. Kennard outside. Jackson surveying the D. Now here's Morant. The D's right on him. 6 to shoot.
2 minutes remaining at the game. 2 minutes.
And another miss by Memphis. Well, Cincinnati's shooting a nice 50% for the game. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
There's no debate there. He got him.
So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both shots good from the stripe.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
1:43 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. Can't get it to fall. Pass to Chavez. Beyond the arc. It's the trifecta.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant with it. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 41.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he runs the captain.
Throws it up high. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 38% here in the fourth. Morant with it, picked up by Collins. Kennard passes to Jackson. It's hauled in by Cincinnati. Pass to Chavez. Collins a screen to the middle.
When he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Timeout, Grizzlies. .26 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Wells. Cash. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Number 2. At the line for 2.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And Cincinnati making a change here. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, they wanted every last one of those, and he delivered, making it a 2-possession game.
One more time for your Grizzlies versus team. Come on.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Pass to Kennard. Jackson outside. From deep. And he sinks it. And that one brings him within 1. Here's Marks. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And those were some big-time shots. Those free throws helping make this a 3-point game.
And so it's Cincinnati winning this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And time to present our player of the game.
Okay, I'm starting to get a headache and I'm tired, so I'm going to bed.